cash out refinance turns your home equity into cash. Now, as home prices have risen, interest rates have stayed historically low. Homeowners can now tap into their home equity more easily than ever before. Hello, this is Matt Helton with OneTrust Home Loans, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how a cash out refinance can help you turn your home equity into usable cash. All right, to start, a cash out refinance typically allows you to withdraw up to 80% of the value of your home. And the great news is that you can use that cash for anything that you'd like, including from home improvements to debt consolidation. If you qualify for a cash out refinance and use the money wisely, you can seriously boost your financial portfolio and propel yourself into the future. So let's look at how a cash out refinance works. Just to give you a couple ideas, like any other refinance program, a cash out refinance allows you to replace your current loan with a new mortgage, typically at the same or lower interest rate based on how the market is now. Now, the only difference is the cash out refinance will have a higher balance than the loan that you currently have. And with the money from that new larger loan, you'll pay off your existing mortgage, and then any additional cash you'll be able to keep for yourself, thus the cash out. So here's an example of how a cash out refinance may work or may look. For example, if you have a current mortgage balance of about $250,000 and you can get a refinance mortgage for $280,000, that $30,000 difference can cover any closing costs you might have, and then what's left over will come to you in the form of cash. And the great news is you haven't pulled all your equity out of your home. The mortgage guidelines require that you leave at least 80% of the value. So you have your cash as well as still 20% equity in your home. Now you may be wondering, well, how much cash can I get personally? Well, that's all going to depend on how much your home would appraise for, as well as how much you owe on your current home. But like I shared earlier, the most you can get currently is 80% of the value of the home. Unless, as a caveat, you've served our great country, then you can go up to 90, sometimes 100% on a VA loan. So just to share with you a different example, let's say your home appraises for $350,000 and you only owe $250,000. So there's a $100,000 difference right there. Well, you can't get your hands on all $100,000, but like we shared earlier, we would take 80% of the $350. That would give you a $280,000 maximum loan amount, minus your $250,000 mortgage balance. There would be the $30,000 difference, cover any closing costs, title insurances and taxes, etc. Say that's $4,000 or $5,000. That would mean you would be able to get $25,000, $26,000 back to you in your pocket in the form of usable cash. Hope that makes sense. Starting to get an idea of how a cash out refinance could help and how it could work. So you may be wondering, how can I use my home equity? Is there any restrictions? Is there any requirements on how it may be used? Is there any rules for the money? There's no rules, but there are 4 or 5 valuable ways you could use the money that we've seen it really help people in their financial future. So one way people use it well is to complete home improvement projects. Let's say you're ready for a kitchen remodel, want to add a bedroom, bathroom, add some square footage. You can make some great additions to your home and add value that way. A second way is to pay off high interest rate debt. Think about it. If you could pay off a credit card at 20, 25% to be able to get that down to a low fixed mortgage rate, tax deductible, that can be a huge benefit to your financial future. A third way some people have used cash out refinances is to protect their portfolio. Let's say that you have some investments that have gone up quite a bit in this crazy market. You, instead of selling those and have a taxable event, you could use your cash out equity to fulfill any cash needs you have. Or on the other side, if you have investments that are down that you don't want to sell them because you think they're going to head back up, you could also use your cash out to cover those needs you have instead of selling your investments. A fourth way that you could use a cash out refinance is to buy an investment property. Say you've always wanted to develop passive income, you've always wanted to have multiple properties to develop wealth, you just have not been able to save that down payment. Well, the market may have done it for you. You can get your hands on that cash to buy that investment property you've always wanted. Another way is you could buy a second home. Some of you may be having your skin crawl when you think about being a landlord. You don't have to be a landlord to have a second property. Maybe you want a vacation, maybe you want a beach home, etc. You can use that equity to be able to invest in a second home for your future. So there's multitude, I'm sure there's other ways, but that's just 4 or 5 of the most commonly used ways we see that cash out equity, cash out refinances can help you. So you may be wondering, well, how do I know if I qualify for a cash out refinance? Well, qualification is going to depend, like any loan, on your credit score, your debt to income ratio, the value of your home. The credit requirements do tend to be a little bit more stringent, but they still are relaxed compared to what they've been in the past. A lot of lenders will have a 620 or 640 or 660 minimum, but that can vary based on your situation. You also need an appraisal to verify the value of the home, just to make sure there's enough equity to support the cash out, and a licensed loan officer will have recommended appraisers that they work with. You also need stable job and stable income to qualify as well. And be sure to check with your licensed loan officer to get all your questions and qualifications answered. You know, another thing I like to share with people too is many homeowners decide not to take advantage of this great opportunity because they're worried that they're going to need a bunch of money in their pocket, cash on hand to qualify. That's just not the case. Since you're pulling money out of the property, the home's equity takes care of everything for you. So you don't need a bunch of money and cash on hand to take care of this. So as you can see, the rising home prices, the low interest rates have put homeowners in a great position to use some of their cash out to benefit their financial future. So if you take cash out of your home and use it for good purposes, the cash out and the lower interest rate can really put you in a great position for your financial future. So be sure to check with a licensed lender, a licensed mortgage professional who can answer questions more in depth. But hopefully this video has given you a little background, given you some ideas on how this could work. Thanks again for watching. If there's anything myself and my team could do to help you with your home financing goals, please don't hesitate to reach out. Give us a call or text at 615-400-6764. That's Matt Helton with OneTrust Home Loans, 615-400-6764. Feel free to share this video with anyone else that we could possibly help. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.